guys. We're out here in the shop. I had told y'all that I was going to try to get y'all at least one video a week. Last weekend pretty much wrapped us up for the year as far as cruise ins, car shows, any of that kind of stuff. There will be some stuff. We do live in Mississippi, so there will be some warm weekends and we will get out and ride, but we're pretty much wrapped up for the season here. So I guess now it'll be shop updates and hopefully projects here pretty soon. Tonight I'm gonna give you a shop update. Y'all see we've got both trucks parked here in the shop right now. I think me and my wife have to take Dad's truck to a photographer this coming Sunday between church. Gonna have Christmas pictures took and all that kind of stuff. So me and her will be out riding in it Sunday. I may do a little bit of videoing for you then, but I'm gonna probably try to get y'all video of us going over them before the winter sets in. I know mine really needs it. Dad's has been kept in the shop over at his house a lot longer than what mine's been kept inside. I'm needing the SOS wheels and really get after mine pretty good. But anyway, to get you a shop update right quick, we have got the air compressor mounted, the pony tank mounted, the plumbing done. You can see right here where we ran it through the wall. It come in a little lower than what I wanted it to. We ended up right in the middle of the 2x6, but that's okay because that'll make it not rattle through the tin near as much. We ran it down this wall, and then I'll show you all this for those of you, and I kind of done it, didn't really do it how I wanted to do it, but you see I elbowed it up and then over and then teed and went down. So what I done was I put a ball valve at the bottom. What happens is your moisture or any trash in your air falls to that bottom right there, and then I put that ball valve in it so that I can drain it, you know, kind of let it blow itself out every now and then. Then I teed. Where I teed, I went back up, tied in, got it hooked to my hose reel here. I got 50 foot of hose. This is a 40 by 60 shot, so I'll probably buy another hose reel and probably plumb another one in, maybe on the other side of the shop or maybe a little further down the shop at some point in time. Right now I don't really feel like we need it. Most of the paint work stuff still gonna be done at Dad's shop, so we shouldn't be using a whole lot of air here. Mostly I still like to run an air impact. There's battery ones out there that are great, but keeping batteries charged and all that kind of stuff, and quite honestly I got an Ingersoll Rand impact that I still have not found, as far as apples to apples, an electric impact that will keep up with it. And yes, I've tried Milwaukee. I use Milwaukee at work all the time. I got Dad's banner hung up, kind of looks like his truck. He found this banner at Truck in the Trace this past weekend. Guy was set up down there selling them, so I got it hung up. But anyway, like I said, the air is piped in. The only thing I have left on the air is the petcock in the bottom of the pony tank is missing. But as soon as I get a petcock put in the bottom of it, I can hook the pony tank up also. And when I do that, that's gonna allow us to have, I think, probably 90-ish, I think, gallons. I can't remember how big the pony tank is. It's either 25 or 30 gallons. And we've got a 60-gallon tank on the compressor itself. But anyway, again, just give y'all a shop update. Monday night, we didn't really get anything done around here because of going to Lowe's to get the fittings, the PVC pipe, all that kind of stuff that we use to plumb our air in with. Then Tuesday night was when we plumbed it in and wired the compressor up. So the compressor, I don't think I've told y'all, is the compressor that came from Dad's house originally. We ran that compressor over there for, I know, my whole life pretty much, up until maybe 8 years ago. So it probably ran for 20 years over there, and honestly probably longer than that. I can't really remember when we put his new compressor in, but anyway, it ran over there, and he thought that the motor on it was bad. Turned out it was just the thing on the motor that makes it slow start, basically. But we took that compressor, went over to Wood Sales in Belmont, Mississippi. For any of you that are local, if you need any kind of tools or equipment and you're not looking to spend an arm and a leg, go over there and look, because they have all kinds of compressors, pressure washers, toolboxes, just almost any tool that you can think of. But anyway, I think we gave like $200 for the electric motor, so that saved us a lot on our air compressor. A good old boy down here at Marietta wired the motor itself for us. We mounted the motor, we bought a pulley to put on the motor, and then we went down to S&J Auto Parts in Baldwin and got a belt. They worked with us till we found what worked. And anyway, we got the belt on it, and it honestly runs smoother now than it ever has, and it's pumping air great. So far we haven't found any leaks in our system, which, like I said, I don't have the pony tank hooked up yet, but I don't see the pony tank being any issues, and if it is, I'll get it sealed off. But that being said, today is Wednesday. I came out here, I finished up, I made a hose. I'm quick connecting the pony tank to the air compressor so that if I'm just needing to air a tire up or whatever, I'm not running the compressor long enough to fill the pony tank up every single time. So anyway, I made a hose for that. I also bought a new gauge, because the gauge that was on the compressor we couldn't really see very well. Installed a new gauge, and that's pretty much where we're at. We'll get back out here tomorrow, and I'll try to get y'all some video of us working. But what we're going to do tomorrow, the goal anyway, is to get out here and build a lean-to, or a small shed type building over the compressor and the tank, just to keep it out of the weather a little better. For right now, I'm just going to build it out of tin, because that's what I have. I got enough tin from left over from building the shop to do it with, but I am looking at, so if any of you know where one's at or have one yourself, I would like to get an old C10 hood, whether it be a square body, the 67 through 72, or whatever, or even a truck like Dad's would be great. If we could find a hood like that, I would like to make that my roof over my air compressor, or to put a canopy over my walk-in door on the outside. One of the two. So if anybody knows where a hood like that, or like I said, any of the C10s really from probably like a 55 up to the OBS stuff would work. Don't really want an OBS one there. Little too new for us. I love the OBS trucks, but as far as making stuff around here look cool, I just don't think the hood would go with what we got going on. But so if any of you have one or know where one's at, it don't have to be in good condition. It can be beat up. We're not going for a real nice look SEMA show or nothing like that. We're just looking for something cool to make a canopy out of. So anyway, like I said, I'll get y'all some video, and we will get back on that. Hopefully, if we can get that building built tomorrow, that will put us being to where we have nothing left but some J-channel. So we've got the J-channel above the 2 doors that we need to put on. And after that, the scaffolds can come down, and we can start moving all this stuff you see laying around, all those scrap pieces and wood and just any of this stuff in here, you know, PVC pipe laying around, all this stuff, we can start moving it all out. And once all that is moved out, we will start moving in. I have moved a few small things in already, like I've got a little cart that holds my DeWalt chargers, my plasma cutters in here already. But anyway, we've got some pretty big stuff to move. Probably gonna have to enlist the help of some family and friends to do that. But anyway, hopefully, if all goes well, I would say we will be back we will be in here for the first time, actually. We should be moving in next week. I see, unless, you know, something happens or something comes up, which it could, but good Lord willing, and everything goes the way that we have it planned, I would say we can start cleaning this shop out and moving in next week. So I would say within at least 2 weeks, we should be showing you videos of us, you know, setting it up, kind of laying it out and organizing things like that at the very least. And then very soon after, be showing you some projects. Anyway, that's all I've got for tonight. Like I said, this is Wednesday night. I may try to get y'all some video Thursday or tomorrow, maybe even Saturday, depends on what all we get done through the week. But anyway, I wanted to jump on here and give y'all a quick look at what all's going on and how close we're getting. I was just out here working, didn't even have my camera out here, so filming this on phone. But anyway, that's where we're at. I want to thank all of you who have supported us, subscribed and all that already. For those of you who haven't watched our other videos or haven't subscribed, please do so. Please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, kind of help us get pushed out there. I am going to try to do at least one video a week. So anyway, hopefully they'll get more interested as we get to the point that we're doing projects and things. But like I said, right now we're very, very, very close to being ready to move in. We don't have our bathroom built yet, but I can do that after we move in. We just can't put anything there. We'll just know that that's where the bathroom goes and that nothing else can go there. So anyway, on that note, also another thing that I just thought about, I'm looking at putting some source of heat in here. I know I don't have insulation. I don't really think I'll need it. We've worked out of Dad's shop with no insulation for a long time, and it doesn't take but like a 3-brick Vanguard to heat his shop enough to keep it to where you can work in there. This shop being so much bigger, I know that that's not going to work. So I am looking into pellet heaters and wood heaters. I've always wanted a wood heater in my shop, but that was when I thought it was going to be more of a hobby and that I wouldn't be out here a whole lot. You know, I wanted a wood heater in it. Or a wood stove in it actually is what I wanted, because I was going to cook out here a little bit. I love to cook, smoke, and all that kind of stuff, smoke meat and all that kind of stuff. And I may show y'all some of that also on here. But anyway, that's the biggest reason I was looking at possibly a wood stove. But now that we're going to be out here a lot, I'm thinking the pellet heater is probably going to be the way to go. It's going to be more efficient. I'm not going to have to worry about firewood. I can go to TSC and grab pellets. But if any of you have any experience with wood stove or with pellet heaters, comment, let me know what you think about them, good or bad, before I go and spend the money to buy one. I'd really like to hear your thoughts if you have any experience with them. This is a 2,400 square foot shop, so I know that one is not going to heat it great, especially not with insulation. Again, I'm not looking for it to be warm in here. I'm just looking for bearable. And we are in North Mississippi. It does get very cold sometimes, but most of the time it's not terrible. So, and usually when we have a spell that is, it's 2 or 3 weeks and it's gone, and I can handle it for that long. I work in a building that doesn't have heat or air every day. So anyway, y'all just let me know what you think about the pellet heaters, please. Thank y'all.